We are the Town of Ducks Department of Community Development. We issue permits on behalf of the National Flood Insurance Program, the North Carolina State Building Code, the Coastal Area Management Act, and the town's planning and zoning regulations. In many cases, a single project will involve permitting in all of these categories, depending on the project's elevation above sea level, its proximity to the water, and the type of work being conducted. The town recognizes the time commitment and complexity of this process, and we've implemented a few things to make this a little less painful.
You can submit permits to the Town of Duck in several different ways. You can submit them in person, you can submit them by email or fax, you can send them in via postal delivery.
The town has a permitting system which you can use online, www.duckpermits.com. You can apply for a permit online. If you have an open permit, you can check if an inspection's done and get the results in real time. You can also see how many files you have open with the town and track whether you've closed them or not.
If you decide you want to test out the online permitting, you would want to contact our office so that we can set you up with an account. Once your account is set up, you can actually go on to the website and apply for permits. You can download a user guide which will give you a step-by-step directions list to submitting a permit. From the point that you submit your permit, you can then upload documents that are associated with the development activity that you're submitting. You can send us messages that will alert us to certain activities or things that you're in need of. You would still need to contact our office to call for inspections. We typically require about 24 hours notice to put you on the schedule, and from that point we would give you about a 30-minute to an hour time frame in which we'll be out to do your inspection. Once that's complete, you can actually check your inspection results online. Once a permit is processed through our office, we will notify the applicant either by email or telephone that their permit is ready, and they would come in and they would see me, they would make payment for the permit. If you're dealing with something like a trade permit, which would involve electrical heating and air, plumbing and gas, or perhaps a land disturbance permit for just septic replacement or repair, we typically will we'll process them while you're here in the office, unless you submit them online, in which case we'll process them and then all you need to do is come into the office, pick them up, and pay for them.
Working with the Town of Ducks Planning and Inspection Department is pretty easy. There are 4 or 5 people in the office who can schedule inspections. I think that's because of the software that they use. So pretty much whenever you call in, you can get an inspection scheduled for less than 24 hours later.
In general, any repair or building project that costs more than $5,000 total project cost, or any project that involves electrical, plumbing, or heating and air conditioning requires a permit from the local jurisdiction. It's always best to check with the inspections department before you begin a project. Since the Outer Banks is in a storm-prone area, specialty work like window replacement or ground level decks may also require a building permit. Under the direction of our town manager, the town staff have developed a list of organizational values used to direct our interaction with the general public. At the top of that list is customer service. What that means for the inspections department is that we've tried to create an environment where town staff are accessible to contractors and homeowners.
A good first step before starting any project is to contact our office via email or phone, find out what the requirements might be and what things you might want to be aware of as you move forward with the process.
As a licensed general contractor and a licensed electrical contractor, I understand what it's like to be on the other side of the fence. I understand what it's like to wait all day for a building inspector to show up on a job site to conduct an inspection. And as a result, we've tried to make it so that contractors and homeowners can pick a time and schedule their inspection at a place and time that's convenient for them.